Hey guys, okay, I'd like to call this project Thrift Shop Dress Revamp. I'm taking an old dress that has been in my closet for quite a few years. I'm going to actually shorten it a little bit and bring it back into like the modern ages. So if you want to see how I accomplish this, just keep watching. Alright, the first thing you're going to want to do is to figure out how short you want your dress. Use an old skirt that hits right where you like, you know, as short as you want to go, and compare that skirt to this dress. That'll give you an idea of the length that you are comfortable with and where you want to start with. Next, you're going to want to turn your dress inside out and measure exactly where you want to start pinning. So mine, I'm going to hem 7 inches off of this dress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the 7-inch mark with the pin just to mark it, and I'm going to fold this up to that point and pin it in place. Now you're going to want to pin all the way around the dress. You want to do the front part first and then the back part. And just stick to your measurement. I'm choosing 7 inches on mine, so I'm going to go all the way around and hem it. Measured out and pinned down. Now you could cut all this excess fabric off if you choose to, but I'm going to keep mine on for this dress because I want to imitate a bubble skirt or a bubble hem on the bottom, and I want that extra fabric to create volume for the bottom of the dress. So like I said, I've gone ahead and pinned it all the way around, and I've also done a little bit of darting where you fold over the material. You basically just pinch it and fold it over and then pin it down. I'm going to sew it like that because I want that little fold to create a little bit more poofiness or a little bit more volume on the bottom of the skirt. Thread a needle and get ready to actually sew. Now you want to be really careful and make sure that you don't sew the front piece to the back piece. So, you know, keep your hand in between there so that you're not sewing them together. So just be very careful when you start sewing. So I'm going to start at the very corner of this dress, and I'm going to run the needle through and pull it through. So I'm starting here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this side. See, it's a nice big chunk of material on this outside hem, but when I get to the actual inside of the dress, I'm going to take only a very small bit of material, almost like a tiniest little bit of thread even. So this is going to be a hem that is just a very lightweight hem. You could in the future take it out if you choose to. I'm also using a black thread on the black dress so that you don't see the thread marks on the right side of the dress. So I'm going to go over just a little bit more, maybe about like a 1/2 inch or less. Pull my needle through on this part and not pull it too tight. Again, I'm going to just grab a little bit of material on this outside part of the dress. It's almost like a thread, like the tiniest piece, and I'm going to pull it through. This is not a very strong hem, but it will hold. I would suggest hand washing when you do decide to wash your dress. That way you don't ruin your handiwork. And also, if you did hem this and then later on in the future you decided that you wanted to take it back to the length that it was, you can easily take this hem out very easy with just a seam ripper or even a pair of scissors. Again, I'm just going to get a very little piece of thread on this right side. The tiniest little chunk. See, it's right there on the needle. and pull it through. Call this the fall outfit. I'll start at the bottom. The shoes are from Payless. They're a few years old. They're kind of like a red, and they have this really cool like retro looking buckle, and then it crisscrosses in the front, and then it has like a little peep toe. I really like these. I picked them up because they looked kind of retro and vintage at the same time, so that's why I bought them. They were probably around like 20 bucks or something. The pantyhose were from Walmart for like $5, nothing major there. The dress is the thrifted dress. Underneath I layered a white long sleeve shirt that I got from Forever 21 here recently. It's kind of like see-through, so it's very thin, so it's not like too heavy. And for accessories, I added a belt that I picked up at Forever 21 here recently as well, and my Target watch with silver bangles, and then a pair of white earrings I picked up at PacSun. Alright guys, here's the first outfit. This is kind of a winter version. I'll start at the bottom. Boots are from Target. They're my black boots with the little wedge. I bought these a while back for about like $25. Underneath I have layered some tights that I got from Walmart for about like $5. They're the ones that are a little bit thicker than like regular pantyhose, so they're a little bit more warm. Of course, the thrifted dress that has been hemmed and shortened. I topped it off with a sweater that I got from, I think, JCPenney's. I've had this thing for so long. I think it was probably about $15 or something like that. But it's got really good long sleeves, which is nice because my arms are kind of long. So sometimes I have a hard time finding things that are long enough, and this happens to be. It is a shorter sweater, so I opted to add a little belt with just a little clasp on it to kind of just cinch it in and give more of a waist definition. As far as accessories go, I kept it pretty simple. I just added my Target watch that was like $15, and then some little studs that I got from like Anchor Blue that are like little black like crystals. Alright guys, here's spring. At the bottom, the shoes are from Payless. I think I bought these almost like 5 years ago. They're kind of like a red patent leather, and they have a little tiny peep toe in the front. They have a small little wedge heel. They were about like $15, something like that. I think I have these in hot pink too. The thrifted dress, which I just layered a top over to make it seem more like it was a skirt. The white top is actually a gift from my mother-in-law. She gave it to me, so it's actually kind of a hand-me-down in a way. The belt is from Wet Seal. I think I've had this for a couple of years too. I think it was about like $5, something like that. As far as accessories go, I added some layered necklaces that I got from Anchor Blue, I think maybe 2 years ago. I think they were about like $9.99, something like that. They weren't too bad. And a ring from Forever 21 that I actually got here recently. And it's one of those stretchy band ones too, so you can wear it on any finger. Okay guys, here is the summer version for this dress. First at the bottom, flats are from Payless. They kind of have like a patent leather flower design going on, so it's kind of mimicking the flowers in the dress or the pattern of the dress, so I figured I'd go with these ones. They're pretty comfortable. I think they were about $15, something like that, and I bought them maybe like 2 or 3 summers ago, and they're still going strong. I also got them in white too, now that I think about it. The dress is relatively, I just kept it simple because during the summer it's hot. You don't want to mess with a bunch of, you know, just add-ons and accessories. The dress does come with a little tie belt, so I opted to use that for this version. As far as accessories, I just added a couple of lucite clear bracelets and a pair of like big earrings that I got from a local boutique for like $2, and the bracelets I got from like Claire's a couple summers ago too. They were like maybe $5 or something.